What's up, everyone? It's Crispy here, and today I will be reacting to some Robin early access gameplay. Shout out to Kekvin for the video. I've really been enjoying his content lately. I just recently found him, and his took 24 hours to build a character type video series. I love them. They're funny. They're cool, and I really appreciate the quality of his work and how to the point he is with his content. Let's get into it.
Today we have early access to Robin. Today we are going to be testing her out, showing off all her skills. A little bit of a play on words there. Basically what we can do is when we click our E skill, we're going to create like a whole dimension around us. And if we like walk up to enemies, we can actually just like captivate them. And they'll just like follow us around, but not.
So this seems like a good quality of life for the overworld. It looks like you can just like train enemies. And if you don't want to just fight them, or if you don't have Acheron who can just insta kill, you can kind of... I like this aspect because you can train them and then just fight all of them at one time instead of just individually fighting them and having the start up for the fights and the end and all for all the fights, blah 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 blah.
We'll see. Walk up to these guys.
That's definitely something nice.
We just made a whole bunch of friends.
Plus, I'm sure it has some
the
other
ability wears off and they start attacking you again. Oh god.
Function.
The ability does only last up.
All right, so let's read this. After using technique, creates a special dimension around the character that lasts for 15 seconds. Enemies within this dimension will not attack Robin, and will follow Robin while the dimension is active. After entering battle while the dimension is active, Robin regenerates 5 energy. This is what you really want, because she's energy heavy. It's, I think, 160 energy to get her ultimate. So having any energy regen on her is pivotal, especially since the main reason you have her in the party is for her ultimate and her E skill. 5 energy at the start of each wave, only one dimension. Yeah,
up for 15 seconds. However, while this dimension is active, Robin is going to regenerate 5
pretty good technique
at the start of every wave. And energy...
And like I said, the training of the enemies and getting them to follow you, that's just a quality of life in my opinion.
Regeneration is going to be really
which isn't bad
with Robin, because we really do care about her other abilities a lot, because Robin is one hell of a broken character. Let's talk about it. First off, we can start off with a little basic attack. It's going to be as simple as every basic attack is in the game, except it has a pretty cool nifty animation that I really like. Next up, her skill is going to increase the damage that all our allies deal by...
Increases damage dealt by all allies by 50%. Holy shit!
50%, lasting for 3 turns. So if we click E support here, we're going to do a cool little...
Plus, if you didn't see down here at the bottom left, once you use her E, you can track how long the skill has active. Really good, so you don't have to keep clicking on the characters and see like, oh, do they have the buff? If they have the buff, how many turns is it?
Animation, turn into
really
an
cool.
Angel. And all our allies' damage is going to increase by 50% during the Aria effect.
That's so insane.
You can see how many turns we have left of it in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Next up for Robin's talent, it's pretty simple. Basically, all our allies just get 20% increased crit damage.
Okay, that's our talent. You always have plus 20% crit damage. And moreover, after allies attack enemy targets, Robin regenerates 2 energy for herself. So if you have a team with a hyper carry or someone that goes really fast and keeps getting turns and coming back up, like if you have Sparkle in the team, you can keep bringing someone else up. You're going to regenerate a ton of energy for your Robin, so she can probably have her ult up 99% of the time. Wow.
Damage. Moreover, after any of our allies attack enemy targets, Robin herself is actually going to regenerate.
That's really good.
So when like any of our characters attack the enemy, Robin's going to
regenerate
energy herself, allowing her to get her burst up very fast. And those are probably the most basic parts of Robin's kit. But what we haven't discussed yet is probably the best part of her entire kit.
The ultimate.
Yep. Once we charge it up here, which we can do pretty fast because of all the energy regeneration that Robin gets, so it shouldn't take us that long to get it up. Robin gets a ton of natural energy regeneration. 1, from her technique. If you have it up, you can get energy regeneration from that. 2, her talent also helps regenerate energy. 3, if you have her...
And her light cone helps her regenerate energy. Her kit revolves around her ultimate being up almost at all times. If you can have it up at all times, then you were optimizing her utility for sure.
Signature light cone, flowing night flow, you can actually increase your energy regeneration.
We'll go over the light cone later. I'm sure he does.
Something called cantillation, which gives you 3% energy recharge up to 5 times. Currently, we have this at 12%,
okay,
but you can get this up to a maximum of 15%. And as you can see here, it brings our energy regeneration rate all the way up to 131.
131. That's
good.
crazy.
She also
yeah.
has an additional talent, which whenever you use her skill, she's going to additionally regenerate 5 energy.
She's just regenerating energy. It's just boom, 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 boom.
Along
Once
with
again,
the energy you already generate.
Reiterating that her ult is the main part of her kit and it needs to stay up at all times. Plus, if you get annoyed by the singing, which it probably will get a little not irritating, but just old, you can go to the music in the settings in battle and turn it off. But it does turn off all of the music. So that's kind of a con.
Regenerate energy, all to lead up to her absolute grandstanding ultimate, which we'll see in a second here. Now, this ultimate is pretty damn awesome. It's going to take me a minute to explain it because it is fairly complicated, but let's just appreciate the animation here for a
Very
second.
good animation.
Come on, go Robin. Also,
plus you see, hold on, let me go back real quick.
A second. Come on.
I like how you see this in the area, in the battlefield, the stage. I think that's a pretty cool touch.
Also, she looks so happy singing her song here. It's so cute. I love it.
She is. She's just a very happy person.
What did that do for us?
I love her colorway as well.
Well, first thing it did, it made all our allies immediately take action. Also, while in this state,
so what he means by that is, if Robin's up here in the turn order, your character's all the way down here, you have some enemies acting right here. When you use her ult, boop, immediately brings them up. I've seen someone talk about her being an essential in 0 turn cycles for MOC. I personally don't care about 0 turn cycling, at least not yet, because I can't even 36 star or whatever yet. But yeah, she's gonna be really good in a really quick 0 cycle team comp.
Robin's own attack. Moreover, after any attack by any of our allies, Robin is gonna deal additional damage.
So when you attack, you get an extra attack. If you're familiar with what is it? Oh my god, I can't think of the name right now. The game that just came out, whatever. Supplementary damage sigil. It's like an extra attack
of that damage, again based on her own attack. This damage has a fixed crit rate of 100% and a fixed crit damage of 150%. So we'll see here, if we attack with the enemy, it's going to do Sparkle's attack, but also a physical attack as well. We can do the same thing here. We attack him, boom, and a physical attack.
It's hard to
this attack deals a crap load.
Okay, there it is right there. You see Fu Xuan's attack in the back because it's the color of the quantum element, and then you see the physical right here. The physical is 14k. She's over here dealing 17 with just a regular attack. That ain't no Fu Xuan damage.
As you can see, we do like 14k each time. Unfortunately, though, it goes away pretty quickly. But luckily for us, because of all the energy regeneration that we get, like we talked about before, Robin can get this up fairly quickly again. And we can just get this on repeat and
just one cycle around. And she already has her ult again.
We can already go again. That was like a single turn, and we already have this state back up. Let's go. Another thing to note.
I cannot wait to add her to my roster. She is going to hopefully power up my squad. I'm having some issues with team comps right now because my dumbass just wanted to pull for DPS in the very beginning of the game and not get any supports. So, plus take a 9-month hiatus, which didn't help at all.
Is that Robin will not take action during it, so you will not have another action with Robin until this state ends. Something else to note about this is...
Okay, so that's cool. Well, it's a double-edged sword. You only have 3 allies acting. But I think the buffs and utility from her ult make up for that. Like tenfold.
Is that while this state is active, the crit damage of all your follow-up attacks is actually going to be increased by 25%, which should make her really good with characters like Topaz, Dr.
Ratio, Himiko. Who else? Any other follow-ups? I can't think right now.
Synergy with
Zhui Yi, maybe even a 4-star. Yang Qing.
Follow-up attack. And that's about all her talents covered. The only last bonus ability to note is that when she enters battle, her action is advanced forward by 20.
That's really good because you want her to act first. You want to get your E up or your skill, whatever you want to call it, and possibly even your ult as soon as possible. So having her act at the beginning is really good. I wouldn't recommend building her.
5%,
Never
but
mind.
that's not the biggest thing of all time. All right, and
Let me
that
just
about
stop.
covers all of Robin's kit. Let's talk about her light cones next. So I don't want to go too in depth in this, but I just want to say that I don't think her signature is completely necessary.
That's always good. If you're pulling for a 5-star, you're already using resources. It's always good if their light cones aren't necessary, or maybe could be easily substituted with a 4-star. Not saying it's 100% substitution or best in slot, because their light cone 99% of the time will be a best in slot. But it's always good when you can save resources and still get the same utility from the character.
Give you up to 15% recharge, and it does give some nice attack percent buffs and also damage dealt buffs. But the thing is, there's so many good harm light cones in the game that I don't think this light cone is like that game changing compared to some of the other 4-stars. It is still her best in slot, but I can see some.
Okay, and right there he states it is her best in slot, but you can substitute 4-star light cone. So if you're free to play, that's a really good option. Or low spend account, really good option. Or you're just low on Jade and you're struggling, like your boy right here.
Other light cones being really
I'm gonna probably pull for the light cone
now.
now.
Bronya's light cone will be
Because I'm
really
just
good.
dumb.
I should point out that Dance 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 will be like completely useless on her.
Yes,
because her
good
ultimate
point. Good point. Kekvin, you're killing it. That's why I love your videos, brother. Really good point. Dance Dance Dance, which is an insane harmony light cone, one of the best in my opinion. Yeah, it doesn't matter because her ult automatically moves them forward. So
already brings all the characters.
You're just be
actions up,
wasting
so
a slot.
there's basically no point in this light cone.
Agreed.
Part of the moon can be really nice for the attack percent buffs and crit damage buffs. Or you could even use the 3-star meshing cogs just to additionally regenerate a little bit of
Really
energy.
good free to
Lots of
play.
good options, so don't pressure yourself into going for her 5-star light cone. For relics, I really just recommend prioritizing attack percent and speed. Attack percent obviously because all her abilities scale on attack percent.
Yep.
And then speed just to get your turn up more frequently.
So if you're hearing this, we finally are getting a character where you almost don't have to worry about substats. I don't want to say completely. Of course, the HP percent in defense will help her not be as squishy and help her, if you do get attacked, stay alive. But you don't need crit rate. You don't need crit damage. She's not dealing damage. Plus, her ult automatically gives her a fixed rate. You can't go above. You can't go below. Why mess around with that? You know what I mean? So attack percentage, you want her to stack as high as humanly fucking possible so that you can get off more percentage to your teammates. And that utility is insane. I'm loving it.
Other than that, you really don't need any stats on her. If I had to recommend
Yeah, you could just use Musketeers for the attack percent boost and the speed boost.
anything, I go like attack percent body, speed, boots, or attack percent. That's up to you.
Yep.
And then I go
I
attack.
think the boots is definitely up to you if you want her to go more, like act more, or if you want more of a buff. I'm probably going to want more of a buff.
percent orb, and then energy regeneration rope. Other than that, you really don't
Another energy regen. Yes, sir.
need any stats for her. There's basically no point in getting crit stats because her ultimate has a fixed rate crit
And this is what I was explaining or alluding to earlier. He's killing it, dude.
rate and crit damage, which you cannot make any higher. And then other stats like HP and defense are okay for like a bulky build maybe, but they're not the most necessary things of all time. But yeah, that's how you build a good Robin. Attack percent, speed, don't care about anything else. Anyways, let's try her in some difficult content
Yeah,
now.
no, let's watch her.
Because as we know, she works really well with follow-up characters like Dr. Ratio, for example.
25% on your follow-up is a really good amount.
First thing I want to try is Dr. Ratio, Topaz, herself,
Ooh.
and Aventurine.
Ooh.
And let's see how we do that.
That's 3 follow-ups
Follow
right
me
there,
around,
plus some
big
defense
guy. Does
from
he actually follow me? Oh, no, he
Aventurine.
doesn't follow me in the Memory of Chaos. That's okay. Okay, let's go. Throw up a little support to start off the battle. And now we're just about to do like crazy damage, right?
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
8,000
Oh,
all
yeah.
the way to 32K.
32K, 19K.
Wow.
And look at that. We already
Now just wait until this ult gets up. Let's see how much he's doing.
almost have
He was
our
doing, what,
ultimate up. We're
39K,
actually
right?
So close to getting it. And there we go. We already have it up. Awesome. And now, well, in
Pop
this
that
state,
ult. Pop
all
that
our
ult.
follow-up attacks are going to do more damage. Let's go. And all our actions get progressed forward too. That's amazing. Now we do more damage. Follow-up attack, but it'll do huge damage. Ooh, bro.
Okay, so that said 45 twice, I think. I'm just confused by this. Hold on.
Dude, that's amazing. Now we do more damage.
Okay, 43,000 plus 45k. Brother. Way more than earlier. The original attack is doing in the 40s.
Attack, but it'll do huge damage.
And the follow-up is...
Ooh,
that's what I'm talking about.
Adventure just did 43k. Oh my gosh. Oh, this character's cracked.
And Aventurine just did 24 on that.
We're still
Oh
on
my
turn
god.
1. This is nuts.
Turn 1. That's where her speed utility... Not speed utility. Well, actually, yeah, I guess speed utility from her ult comes in handy.
Goodbye.
Especially if you always have it active or able to be used.
Oh no, we might progress.
You're always going to bring everyone up.
No, this is so sad. Damn, we're so close. Unfortunately, that dinosaur has a lot of HP. We should be able to kill him here, though. Nice. Done. The next thing I want to try is a DOT team because, as we know...
This is what I like. Yeah.
Robin, of course, increases the attack of all our characters. So
she does.
Theoretically, in teams with like Kafka, Black Swan, etc., she should be really powerful. So let's see how good she is with Nihility teams. Let's throw up a support. And Jesus Christ, we already have our ultimate up. It is the first turn
and
of the
her skill or her E, whatever you want to call it, regens 35 energy per use. Pretty good amount.
Holy. Okay, let's throw this up.
Okay, let's see what's going on here.
And now, Kafka is going to have, holy crap, that's
almost, oh, that is 5k.
Attack. That's 5,000 attack.
That's crazy.
We increased our attack by 1,300. Oh my goodness, Kafka. Oh my goodness, Black Swan is also 5,000. What the heck? I'm about to do like an insane amount of DOT to these guys.
All right, let's see what it is.
Destroy their whole careers with DOT.
68k off of 2.
Okay, let's use Kafka's skill.
56k, then a 54.
54k just on like 2 DOTs. I don't even have that much up.
You love to see it. Woo!
How much is this going to do?
160 on 2 enemies.
It killed the one guy.
That wasn't even 4.
Fight. Oh my goodness. One Robin team comp, which I think could work really well, is pairing her with, for example, a character like Clara, just because of the amount of times that Clara attacks, paired with Robin's ultimate, is going to deal insane physical damage.
That could. That really could.
To constantly target Clara, oh my goodness, we can do damage. We'll probably have to throw a character like Luocha in there just for a little sustain.
Yep.
And for DPS, we could use Jingliu's a good option. Argenti, for example. Ooh, I'm thinking Jingliu. Let's go Jingliu. And I think this is about to go crazy. This is about to go
baller.
insane.
She's pretty cool character.
The main pairing I'm looking at here is Robin and Clara. The other two are just there to help. So we're of course going to throw up a support immediately. The more this enemy attacks Clara, the better it is for us. Well, but that's not going to really matter until we have Robin's ultimate up. That's going to be super important. And until we get that up, we got your ultimate up.
All right, you got the ult up.
Let's wait till he's unfrozen. Because if we can use the Robin ultimate into the Clara ultimate, get all the ultimate.
All right, so here's her ult.
All right, then we scream at the top of our lungs.
Help me, Clara!
And now we attack. Attack Clara, coward.
I used Clara a lot in the beginning of the game because she was one of my only 5 stars, and I had her like not built correctly. I wish I would have built her better.
77k?
77k.
Anytime this enemy attacks us, bro, look at all these bugs that are about to go. Anytime one of these bugs goes,
let's see how much damage
they're
you
just
do.
Dying straight up. Boom. Dead.
Boom. Almost.
Boom,
yep. Almost KO'd. 26k on them.
I love this pair.
You really love to see that.
You're gonna attack us, but
the game will essentially play itself at that point. You can just sit back and just chill, and be like, all right, cool. Thanks, Robin.
Watch this. Boom.
45k.
45k with Clara.
45k.
45k with every single follow-up attack that Clara does. That's so powerful.
That is.
And that's literally all just from Robin and
dope.
Clara. We did 139k total. Everything's dead.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Ooh, what a fun team. And that, my friends, was...
Well, dang. Whoo! I was already pulling for her because I need a buff unit, someone to support my allies, and holy crap. She adds, I mean, top tier utility to your squad. She is going to help you pump out immediately 50% more damage on your hits, on your strikes, on your attacks. That, wow. Well, Robin's going to be a must pull for me. She will help my account insanely. Like always, look at your account, see if you need to pull for a character, see what they will add to your team comps, your situations, your fights. They don't add anything, they might be a skip, they might not be. Also, shout out to Kekvin again. This video was insane. It was 13 minutes on a Robin showcase, an early access. It doesn't need to be 30 minutes long. 13 minutes is, and he covered everything perfectly, right to the point. No beating around the bush. Link to his channel will be in the description. Link to this video that I watched will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. Peace.